On the motion, Commissioner Fessick.
One of the biggest issues that we have had as a city is the lack of information, feeling as though it is very transparent to residents. The frustration is further compounded by when we're sitting up here in these roles and we are still having issues and having trouble getting information. To sort of, I agree that we need to look at every penny. And I would like to address Commissioner Sagerson-Eaton earlier tonight. She mentioned, I'm sorry, you mentioned that Vice Mayor Fournier was suggesting something nefarious. And I want to make sure that on my end, at least for me, I can't speak for her, but for me, asking for transparency and asking for information that is coming out of our tax roll, that is coming out of our collective bucket that we are responsible for stewarding. It is not something nefarious, but what is concerning is the lack of support for the transparency to occur in the first place. And that's all I have. Thank you.
Very good. Further commission discussion.
Yes.
Commissioner Segerson-Eaton.
Thank you. Yeah, I am not against transparency. $400, $500 million is what the city budget is. I don't think you understand the gravity or the weight of that. To micromanage a staff, to find out, again, yes, it is. It does appear that you have absolutely no trust. The same thing with the vice mayor. No trust and no respect, or no confidence, I should say, in what our staff does.
Who's she talking to?
And when we went through this article, yeah, please don't interrupt me. You know, and you may think it's funny, but I don't think it's funny. We went through this issue about the procurement. It was pointed out how much money this saves our taxpayers this year, every year, because we go out and we spent hundreds of dollars or thousands of dollars on RFQs, et cetera. And sometimes we don't get any bidders. It's just an inefficient way to do business. And, you know, I'm not going to support this again. This is the third time this was done by a prior commission. And, you know, I don't like everything that prior commissions have done, but I have to live with them. I have to live with the overlay districts. I have to live with the transportation corridors that have been enacted and with the rights that have been vested in those properties. I can't go back and change them, so I don't even know what the heck we're going to do about it tomorrow, but I'm up for the discussion. And, you know, I just want to say for the record, I've been following government for many more years than I think you have, judging by the questions that you have asked, like, you know, pretty basically. You know, someone did tell me when I first got into it 25 years ago, you have to learn a lot of three-letter words, and MPO. I'll tell you how you can remember what it means. MOUSE. Any rate, and I want to say one other thing too, because I get every time we have some of the same people coming up and saying, oh, you don't care about our schools. We never see you doing anything. You should put more money into schools. Well, folks, the fact of the matter is everybody pays taxes to the school board. Now, I don't even think it's legal that we can take ad valorem residential taxes that we get from our citizens and reallocate them and give them to the school board. We cannot do that unless the residents say, oh yeah, take more of our money from our budget where we fix the roads and fill the potholes and run the parks. Let's take some more of that and give it to the schools. So where are we going to cut? So, I mean, there's a lot of things that I don't think people understand the realities. And don't tell me I'm against transparency. That's a mischaracterization, and I'm not voting to go back to where we were, period.
Very
I'd
good,
like to
okay.
respond.
Very good. Commissioner Fesick, go ahead.
So I want to make sure that I make it very clear that I appreciate that you have had more experience than me. You are also slightly older than I am, and I appreciate that I was being kind. And I don't understand the concept between the mouse thing or whatever, but okay. You said mouse. You spelled mouse. Correct. That spells mouse.
What it means.
Okay,
Since you're new to this.
I'm not asking for, and nor did I ask for a definition. I have every confidence in the majority of our staff. I want to make sure that's also very clear. We have a lot of very intelligent people, and I think that by taking a look at how we're spending money, that is our responsibility. And by doing so, we can cut excess spending, if at all necessary, and then by...
Ladies and gentlemen, please let the commissioner speak. Ladies and gentlemen, please let the commissioner speak. Let's finish this.
We can cut excess spending and then give resources that we're currently possibly wasting to invest back into our city and the staff that they so desperately need in so many departments as a growing city. I don't think there's anything wrong with asking questions. I don't think there's anything wrong with asking for transparency, and I don't think there's anything wrong with looking or having professionals or a board look at something a second time. And while I appreciate that we have hired consultants left, right, and sideways, I can't speak to how much we've spent because I don't have that information yet. But it is not micromanaging, it's asking for accountability, and our residents as a whole of the city of Pompano Beach deserve that at the minimum. Thank you.
Commissioner Perkins, please.